Whoa. Woo. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Caitlin Benson, and in today's video we are doing a really exciting reaction. We are diving into Suga's solo work. I am going to be getting into a lot of the boys' solo work, like J-Hope and RM, specifically the rap line too, because I really love the rap line stuff. But Jimin and JK and Jen and V are also going to get stuff as well. So yeah, but I really wanted to get into Suga mainly because I've learned that Suga, I think he actually went to school to study music. So I'm going to school right now to study music, and I just appreciate that on like a musician level. And from the songs I've heard that he's rapped in, his flow is crazy. Like a lot of the times, especially on the rap songs, I'm like freaking out over Suga's flow and what he's saying. He has complex rhyme schemes and he's able to communicate a message like through what he's saying so well. So I just appreciate it. I'm excited to dive into this. This is the one that you guys have been requesting a ton. I cannot pronounce it, but y'all know by the title. I will be reacting to the music video with the captions on it as well. But I'm also going to be doing the video explained by, it's the YouTube channel DKDKTV. Because a lot of the times when I react to one of the boys' video, you guys always say there's an explanation to it. So I'm gonna react to the music video, try my best on deciphering everything, and then we're gonna dive deep into the actual meaning of it, because this channel is run by someone who speaks Korean and can really understand exactly what Suga is saying. So it's gonna be 2 videos in one. So I'm excited. Let's get on into this video. Oh God. All right. Here we go. Yo. What the frick is about to go down? Yo, he's about to go hard. I already feel it.
Yeah.
Stop like No, bro. Hold on. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. We gotta go back. We gotta go back. We gotta go back. I didn't even read the lyrics. Okay. All right. Yo.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
범으로 태어났지 적어도 너처럼 약하진 않지 촉박되는 강제롱 잔치 속가 존나게 어이없지 싹 다 죽여 난 예의 없이 새끼 그래.
Yo. Suga is legit. He is legit. Like, he is legit musician. Like, period. Oh my God. What's going on with that scar though? What does that mean? I'm going to figure it out because we're doing an explanation video after this. So I might not pay attention too much to the lyrics because of that, but yo, he said so much stuff in that first verse. Oh my God. All right, let's continue. Oh my God, I got to watch this again. I'm already 1 minute in and I already want to watch it again. Hey. Hey. Wait. Ooh. Yeah. Yo, he is killing it right now. Is he talking about his haters? Because he's just, I don't even think it's about haters. He's just stating facts, period. Like, he's just like, I'm just going to tell you what's up. That's it. Oh my God. I respect Suga so much. Like, respect level has gone through the roof. Yo. Yeah.
그다음은 그래 뭘 관심이 느껴지는 현타 위가 없는 현상 위험보다 난 이젠 강하대 마음보다가 이대로 쫓아고 I'm a king, I'm a boss 새겨놓아 내 이름 이만 산 세계 들어가간 놈의 줄 I'm a king, I'm a boss 다 알잖아 내 이름 이만 산 세계 들어가간 놈의 먹을 줄
Oh shoot, we got some storytelling. I really like that hair on him. Oh my God. Wait, there's two of them. So, okay, y'all did say Agust D is like his like rap persona. Like it's like not him, it's like a different person that he's like oh my God. So is that Suga, and then is the guy with the long hair, they're both Suga, but like is he playing that as Suga and the other one is like, okay, you know what? I'm not trying to explain this video because I couldn't even if I tried. Yeah. Did he just, oh my God. Oh, he only cut off the ropes. What you about to do with that? Yo. We need to get into the explanation. Oh my God. Okay, hold on. Let's get on to, I'm not even gonna talk right now. Let's just get into that. Hold on. All right, let's get into this. I'm excited.
Suga has delivered another hard-hitting mixtape titled D2. The first Agust D album, released in 2016, focused on the tough times Suga faced when he was a teenager. Suga's at a very different place now. He's much older and he's much more successful. And this album focuses on the changes of his feelings after becoming one of music's biggest superstars. It's a very honest album, and my personal favorite off of this is the title track, DAECHWITA. It's an ultimate flex track / warning / reminder with tons of historical references, so let's take a look into it.
Yeah, let's go. Ooh. Yo, oh my God.
Yeah.
Every time he says yeah.
Oh.
DAECHWITA is Korean traditional marching music that was played when kings or royalty were moving about or important guests would visit, as well as when army would be marching. There are two main characters in this music video, a King Suga and a bottom class Suga. We can see that the King Suga is a tyrant. He has everyone kneeling down with the faces down in the ground. And he beheads people who have complaints in this scene. You can see the Shinmungo here. People in the Joseon dynasty would hit this drum if they had something that they've been wronged. They'd hit this drum and the king or someone up in the hierarchy would come and sort out their problems. Except here, King Suga is killing the people who have such complaints and issues. But the bottom class Suga, with the help of BTS and army represented by the 6 other men and a woman in the scene, starts a coup. He drives up a car with the men representing BTS and also a cute painting of Bang PD. By the way, this painting has its origins in a Jungkook drawing of Bang PD. It's pretty funny. The King Suga sees this and gives a thumbs down and captures the bottom class Suga. The King Suga wants to kill him and does this graceful sword dance, which apparently Suga learned in 2 days. Meanwhile, bottom class Suga, blindfolded and tied down, starts headbanging, singing DAECHWITA. Remember how I told you that DAECHWITA was played when kings were about, or when the army would be marching? The bottom class Suga singing this is an announcement that he is actually the real king. He feels like
yes. Ooh, announce that crap. Oh, announce it. Oh my God.
Like he's the king. The people under the king, the very ones that were kneeling to him in the beginning, are now joining Suga, headbanging with him. This DAECHWITA is also for them. These kneeling people are armies marching together with the bottom class Suga. At the end, the executioner who was supposed to take down the bottom class Suga actually frees him and gives him a gun. Bottom class Suga grabs this and shoots the king. I think the MV and the song is a metaphor for BTS and ARMY taking down the existing system and the ruling forces of the industry. The King Suga represents the system, the existing system, the few powerful companies that had control over the industry before BTS came to the scene. Bottom class Suga is Suga himself in a small company with basically nothing, as if he was born into a bottom class, and winning the people over, eventually taking down the king with BTS and armies. I think Suga picked the perfect motif to convey his message. And if you look at the historical references, you'll be more amazed at how clever this all is. Well, this single verse has a lot to unpack, but let's just start with this line. The Joseon dynasty, which is most likely where this song is set in, had a strict class system where there was a heavy discrimination based on which class you were born into. Slaves were not even considered human. They would be traded in cases their owners didn't have enough money, and they were thought of more as just things. Think about the mistreatment that BTS received earlier on in their careers. They faced heavy discrimination due to them being from a small company, and they were mistreated. So it's easy to understand why Suga called himself a slave here. Slaves in Joseon were almost completely blocked off from advancing to higher classes. So for a slave to become a king is basically impossible. But Suga's saying he made it happen.
Come on, Suga.
The following line is a reference to Kwang Hae-gun, the king of Joseon dynasty in the 17th century. He developed paranoia while in power and notoriously became violent and reckless. Hence the line, Berserk Tiger, Kwang Hae flow. But I think there are more reasons Suga referenced Kwang Hae in the lyrics, especially if you consider what his life was like. Kwang Hae-gun had a very roller coaster of a life. Originally, he was a war hero, defending Joseon against the Japanese invasion of 1592, one of the biggest wars in Korean history. His father, who was then king, had fled when the war broke out, and the 18-year-old Prince Kwang Hae led Joseon troops in the battlefield. Rarely at this time did kings or to-be kings go out into the battlefield themselves. So Kwang Hae, fighting with the people, won their hearts over, and there were movements to throne him as the king instead of his father. The father felt threatened by this, So he made a lot of political efforts to stop Kwanghae from gaining influence. Eventually, Kwanghae became stuck between two large political powers, and this struggle eventually made Kwanghae go paranoid and become violent and reckless. Ultimately, he was dethroned after a coup. I think Suga somewhat relates to Kwanghae as he himself had been through a tough adolescence, having to go out into the battlefield at an early age, just like Kwanghae did. He was an idol with no money, from a small company stuck in an industry dominated by big corporations. When Suga started winning battles and gaining power, he must felt a lot of efforts from the existing big powers to keep him away from the throne, like what Kwanghae experienced from his father when the people wanted him to become the king. Suga mentions putting his past in the rice chest. For many Koreans, the word Tuju or rice chest is strongly connected to the tragic story of 사도세자, which involves him dying in a rice chest.
Yo, I just want to say, there's so much stuff packed into this song. Holy cow. This is another reason why I said he's literally a genius. Because there's no way I would have known any of that. Nope. 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 Okay.
사도세자 was the son of then King Yeongjul, and his father was extremely harsh on him, humiliating him and scolding him in front of others at a very early age. This became so severe that 사도세자 attempted to commit suicide a few times. But even then, he was treated terribly. He developed what modern doctors diagnose as bipolar disorder and began acting very violently. Eventually, the king ended up hating 사도세자 so much that he orders 사도세자 to go into a rice chest. 사도세자 went in, and he was stuck inside for 8 days and eventually starved to death.
Oh my god.
사도세자 had a troubled life, filled with being humiliated and mistreated, and mental health issues just not being understood. Suga has been pretty open about his mental health issues he had when he was growing up, and I think he relates to 사도세자. He sees himself in him. He says he's putting his past in the rice chest. It's a declaration that he's putting the old troubled Yoongi, the 사도세자 Yoongi, behind and looking at what's ahead of him.
Ooh.
In the second verse, Suga focuses more on how he's now on the throne and he's better than everybody else. Suga directly name drops Bang PD and also takes a shot at other artists who do drugs thinking that they write better music while they're high.
He dropped names? Or did he not drop names? I think he just said he dropped names.
Many names here, but I'm sure you can think of an artist or a few artists for that matter that will be at the butt end of this. Some in bigger companies, in fact.
Ooh, boy!
The diss aside, this line is also a glimpse into Bang PD's relationship with BTS. In a typical company, it'd be extremely difficult to even mention the name of your boss this openly without putting the honorifics 님, especially considering how much a veteran and how much older Bang PD is compared to BTS. However, Suga name drops Bang PD as if he was his friend. We can sense that there is a very close bond and assume that Bang PD is very democratic with BTS. The fact that Suga is talking of Bang PD so casually is a flex of its own to others, as it's a sign that BTS has become so big and valuable to the company that he's at level with Bang PD. Now this is an interesting bit. Here Suga uses the Korean word 현타. Hentai is an interesting Korean slang that is used all around the internet. Directly translated as wise man's time, it is a word to describe the feeling you get right after you've ejaculated, yes, ejaculated, and you feel no more sexual urges and you have a moment of clarity in your brain. You feel still, present, and sometimes disappointed that the short moment of satisfaction was all you got and you worked so hard for it. This slang originated from Japan, but it has become a staple in Korean everyday language, and it is widely used in everyday life outside of sexual situations. Usually in situations when you finally got what you dearly wanted and you wonder, that was it? Suga's saying he's feeling extreme 현타 because he has it all. He has money, he has clothes, he has everything he ever wanted, and there's nothing, no one above him. While this could be considered a small cry for help, I think within the context of this song, it's more of a hard flex. He's saying, others can only dream of what I have, but now I got everything and I feel bored and disappointed. But you won't know how I feel because you never had any of this.
Yeah.
BTS has been on the top for the past few years, absolutely dominating, with a level of popularity that has never been seen in K-pop before. They're so dominant that it's sometimes easy to forget that they too had humble beginnings.
Babies.
In fact, more humble than most top artists out now today.
Right.
They had to fight their way through discrimination, mistreatment, and humiliation. DAECHWITA is a reminder that this was where they started, and they took that system down. And it's also a warning that they had the resilience and the force to go through all of this, to go from slave to king.
What the heck? All right. Okay, let's just... Okay. Okay, whoa. I'm so glad that I actually, reacted to that because there was so much packed into that. So I did think I got one thing straight off the bat, and that was I was kind of on the verge of saying that there were two Sugas. Basically, one was the bad guy, one was the good guy. Or I definitely was getting that kind of vibe from the music video. But man, there's so much his culture and all the stuff that he has gone through as an individual. And yo, I just applaud him so much for that, because the fact that he was able to just pack so much of that in there within 4 minutes. And the music video, I still don't know what the scar was. Can y'all tell me what the scar means, or if it's just part of the makeup or whatever? The fact that he did that sword thing in 2 days, he said 2 days. Oh, that was good. Yo, I have so much respect for Suga, because I know it must have been hard for him to go from underground rapping into a boy band. I know y'all don't like it when I say boy band, but it's a boy band, sorry. And in Korea, I know that's probably seen frowned upon, but he even says it in the song. He's like, y'all weren't with me in the beginning, but look where I am now. I'm on the top. There's no one above me. And but also being vulnerable and saying that he struggles with depression and anxiety, and some of you guys said that he actually is he has clinical depression and stuff like that. So yo, respect yo. That concludes my reaction to, I don't even know how to say this name, so I'm not gonna say it, but I will be doing more of his solo work. Absolutely, on top of all the other boys as well. I am so impressed right now. I'm gonna listen to that song 5 million times. Yo, when he came out, okay, let me stop, because I'm gonna stop this video and listen to it again. That was so good. Okay, if you like this video, leave a comment, leave a subscribe, and like this video as well. It means the world to me and it helps me grow. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you on the next reaction video. Peace.